First of all, thanks for watching Shift for Success. My name is Nick, and today we're going to talk about how you can implement, with a few simple tricks, some ways that you can biohack your mind into being geared for success. So, without further ado, let's discuss what I'm talking about. So, biohacking your mind is like switching the way that you automatically think about things, which is actually called neuroplasticity, right? So, neuroplasticity is pathways in your brain that are already solidified so that your brain, when you think of something, already thinks a certain way, right? Already processes a certain way. You have this automatic response that your brain pushes you towards, right? Now, when you're studying psychology, they teach you that some of these pathways that you've developed over time, or habits, so to speak, are not good for you, right? Obviously. Hence, like anxiety and how you automatically respond to an anxious situation or something that shouldn't be anxious, but your body is trained to automatically respond to it with anxiety, right? Which is a problem. So, there are ways that you can use neuroplasticity to retrain your brain to automatically think a different way, right? So, for example, let's say that we'll use anxiety for an example. It's the easiest thing to use. When you're thinking about going on a roller coaster, let's say you're terrified of roller coasters, right? Your automatic response on the inside is, heck no, I'm not going. Which is something that's been programmed, right? You're afraid of roller coasters. Now, we're not saying in the rare cases that an incident happened on a roller coaster and you have PTSD from it. We're talking about like this unclassified fear of roller coasters for no reason. Your brain automatically tells you, no, we're not doing that. Are you kidding me? That's freaking crazy. And you start going on a rant. You talk about all the reasons why it's crazy. Well, neuroplasticity is slowly over time making yourself aware to what's happening. Like, I'm aware that I'm having these thoughts and these feelings about this situation. I'm aware of them and I'm aware that they're taking place. And becoming aware of what you're doing and what you're saying to yourself, right? But there is a way, after you become aware of it, to start suggesting different options, right? Rather than, oh my gosh, no way, it's, well, I wonder what it's actually like to be on a roller coaster. Introduce curiosity, right? And by habit, if you continue to introduce curiosity over and over again, eventually the curiosity will boil over and you'll be like, maybe we should find out what it's like. Maybe it's not all that bad. And then eventually you try it, right? And you've overcome that, and you realize that on the other side of that unexplained fear that you had is this enjoyment that takes place, right? It's similar in a way, right? You have this mindset of, oh, I want the fame, I want the fortune, I want the money, right? But your lifestyle that you're living doesn't condone that. You're eating fast food 4 times a week. You have zero investments. You have no real estate properties. And you're stuck in this mindset of, I gotta go to work to get my next paycheck so I can afford to do the fun things that I like to do. Well, you have to retrain your brain to think differently, because obviously what you're doing isn't getting you to where you want to be. So rather than thinking, oh, I'm going to eat out, I got to go to work in order to get money so that I can do what I want to do, which includes eating out, buying the latest and greatest iPhone, buying the best shoes, spending $5,000 at Lululemon, running up credit cards, whatever, right? Instead, your habit needs to become, what can I do to break out of it? What can I do differently than what I'm currently doing to get out of it? Right? Because you could, instead of eating out, get groceries for less, take the money that you were using to eat out and invest it. You could take that money you were using to eat out and buy the new iPhone and blah, 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 and set it aside to then turn around and invest in real estate. But your mindset and your neuroplasticity is wired that you get your check and then you get to do fun stuff. How about you get your check and then you get to do stuff that is taking steps towards being that 1%? How about you get your paycheck and invest it? How about you get your paycheck and set it aside for a real estate investment? How about, instead of getting off work and going and doing something fun, why don't you invest your time in doing something that could benefit you in the future? Take a course on investing, on video editing. Take a course on speaking. Invest in yourself and invest in reality as well, right? So yeah, work your 9 to 5. Really look forward to getting that paycheck so that you can continue to try to set yourself up so that you can break out, right? You have to change your neuroplasticity from thinking of, I work this hard so I get this reward, to I work this hard so I can put it here so it can work hard for me, or so I can invest it in myself so that I can work harder and have more knowledge to get to where I want to be. You can't have the mindset of, well, eventually one day it's just going to fall in my lap. That doesn't happen. I hate to break it to you, but it doesn't happen. Everyone that is successful put in hard work and made sacrifices to get to where they are. I promise you. And it's not easy. I'm doing the exact same thing right now. I'm investing in my future self. I'm making real-time investments on the side. And I am doing what I need to do in order to continue to make the path to where I want to be easier. For some people, waking up, going to work to get that paycheck, to get to do what they want to do is good enough for them. But I'm too ambitious for that. So I wake up, I go to work, I get my paycheck, right? And I'm a great multitasker, so the whole time I'm working, my brain is buzzing about what's next. What can I do? What can I do differently? What value can I provide to other people? What type of investment should I think about next? And then I get off work and I do all the research to figure out all of that stuff so that then I can come home, get my paycheck, and start making moves towards those things. But you have to change the way that you're going about it. You're not going to just get rich magically. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to make some changes and some sacrifices, which involves changing your neuroplasticity in the way that you think about things and what your automatic response is when you get your paycheck. You can make small adjustments to change the way that you think about it so that then it becomes habit, right? I don't just get off work and relax, ever. Maybe one day a week. Usually I designate the afternoons on Sundays for not working on stuff. But every single day I'm coming home and I'm thinking about what's next. What can I do differently? How can I change the way that I'm thinking about things now to make it so I can be successful? You have to change the way that you think about things. You can't just live your current lifestyle and pray and hope that somebody just drops 10 mil on you. No. Put in the work, make the effort, make the adjustments so that your habits and your automatic thoughts become different. Because you won't get there unless you make changes. Anyways, this is my rant on neuroplasticity and how you can make changes in your life, subtle changes, but changes that will set you up for success, because that $20 investment you make now and $20 investment you make next time you want to eat out can set you up for greatness later on. And I would lay bets that the more you get into it, the more changes you'll make, and the sooner it'll pay off. But you have to be willing to make the changes. Either invest in yourself or make actual investments and change your lifestyle. Guys, thank you for watching Shift for Success. We are all going to be successful. I need you guys to like this video, comment below what you're doing and what changes you're going to make to help you become successful. And I'll see you guys in the next video.